Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to be trying an experiment, because I know a lot of y'all like discard lists, but there haven't really been any floating around. And I might have found something that's actually going to work very well for us here, and play some cards that aren't really getting played, honestly some that are kind of junky, but really work. So let's go hop in and take a look at what Orzhov Discard might look like in the current standard. Right, if you're a regular here, you know the drill, but if you're not and you're new and you want to support the channel, hit that join button down below. I'd really appreciate it. It helps out so much. And if you want to protect all your nerd stuff, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn at checkout. They'll save you 5% and they'll give a kickback here to the channel. Okay, so the things about discard decks that you're always running into is that you have to really not overdo the discard because you don't want to draw them late whenever your opponent's hand's empty. But if they're creatures, we might have a few things we could do with them. So let's run down this list. We have Concealing Curtains, and you see a lot of this in the mono black list already, so I think a lot of you are familiar with what this card is. The only thing I would say cautiously here is if you do make the opponent discard a card, they do get to draw, and sometimes that could be a little bit of a problem. So really decide how badly you need them to discard that card. Then we have 2 Destroy Evil, mostly because it's still good against, well, mostly Fable of the Mirror Breaker more than anything, but hey, sometimes you get to kill big creatures with it, especially Shieldred. We have 2 Phyrexian Missionary. Now, this is important because we do have creatures that come into play that can make your opponent discard, so if we get to recycle those, that's pretty good. But even just getting any creature back, if we can get back one of our major threats later, that's also really nice too. Then we have Corrupt Court Official, so we're going to play this as a 2-mana 1/1, make your opponent discard a card. That's it. Nothing fancy. We are playing 1 copy of the Raven Man. Late game, if we just have to, we can pay 4 and just make our opponent discard a card. Which, by the way, I would think if we get the Raven Man in play, this is going to be one of our best cards against the mono blue matchup. Because it can't just sit there and hold spells forever to counter things. Like, you can just pay 4, make them discard. Pay 4, make them discard. And in the meantime, you're also making 1/1s that you get to attack with. So, maybe, I don't know what the odds are that we're going to get. We're only playing 1 because, honestly, this isn't a super card. It's just like an extra added value card. But it is something you can play early. It's a 2/1 for 2. So it's not the worst thing. We're playing a full set of Virus Beetle. So you can, same thing as a Corrupt Court Official. This one happens to just also be an artifact. Be aware that it could make it susceptible to some things. So, I mean, maybe I should be playing more Court Official than Virus Beetle. But it is what it is. Then we have 3 Rite of Oblivion. Because some of our creatures suck after they make the opponent discard a card. At least we can do something productive with them. Extraction Specialist. Now, this is interesting because it lets us get back out those creatures from the graveyard that would make your opponent discard. So, if we can say, like, discard the opponent on 2, we block, it dies, then we play Extraction Specialist. Well, now we get to make them discard another card, and now when our Extraction Specialist dies or blocks something and trades, now we have another 1/1 left over as well. So, this is actually kind of a cool little 1/2 combo that's in here. We have Restoration of Aggro, and I'm not totally sure how much I love this card in this list, but it is useful, and we do have some things we need to get more mana for, so I don't hate it, I just don't love it. We are playing Graveyard Trespasser, which should be pretty good because we're making the opponents discard a lot of cards, and if they don't have cards in hand, it's going to be hard for them to actually kill our Trespasser because it has the ward that makes them discard. They're often going to have creatures in their graveyard that we can eat and gain some life, so we can get caught back up if we have a slow start. So this kind of works with a lot of things going on in the deck. And honestly, I think if I end up replacing Restoration of Aggro, I'm probably going to end up playing more Graveyard Trespasser. Partly because it's also good at getting rid of the black creature. You know, it's an underdog. There you go. We are playing 2 Liliana of the Veil because it's Liliana and we're discarding. So why not? And honestly, making our opponent discard or sacrifice a creature is also pretty good. We're probably almost never going to ultimate this, but I just like the flexibility of it in this list. And if we're already coming after our opponent's hand, now once you're just doing it every turn, I kind of have to use it or lose it. And that's fine. Because once our hand's empty, we don't really care. We're getting stuff back out of our graveyard most of the time. Then we have 1 Path of Peril. Just as a sweeper, catch-all. Sometimes get rid of small things, and then we're left with like Extraction Specialist. Sarah Paragon, which is also in here. Because again, getting to reuse all these things out of graveyard. The Extraction Specialist, Raven Man, Corrupt Official, Virus Beetle, even Restoration of Aggro, Trespasser, like those are all really good to get. So, love it. 3 Wandering Emperor because we gotta have something that's not just discard, and this is another way to win. Interestingly, these next two cards I like in this list as well. We're playing one Junji because we get our choice, either make the opponent discard 2 cards, or we get one of those big fatties that we put into their yard, which is awesome, right? If they discard something really big that we want. And Cruelty of Gix. So again, you can make them discard from hand, you can go search for a card that you need. Most of the time for us, it's probably going to be either Wandering Emperor, some combination of Wandering Emperor, Junji, or Sarah Paragon, right? I don't know if we're ever really going to search for much else, unless we're in a really tight spot and have to maybe go get Destroy Evil to stop opponents from comboing or something. And then Farewell. So, you know, not proud of it, but hey, it's a great sweeper and helps us reset if we need to. The rest of the way, we have Iganjo, 6 Plains, 4 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Caves, 4 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Rafine's Tower. And yeah, we don't have blue, but it's mostly because it's a tap land that we can get white and black from, and it cycles. So it's another way to draw cards if we need it, because we don't have a lot of that going on in the deck, really. So that could help us in that regard. So yeah, this is it. So if you're looking to play some discard, grab a beverage, strap yourself in, and enjoy some good games. And then at the end of the video, we'll talk about what we learned and if we want to change anything. So yeah, enjoy the games. I'll catch you on the backside. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess we're gonna keep this. I mean, it's slow, but it kind of still does what we want to do. I assume we're gonna have a lot of slow hands, unless we just get like triple early discard or something, which would be awesome. But don't know. Actually, I don't know against the red deck. We're gonna have time. Gonna be the bigger issue here. Man, it's very tempting to put down 2 0-4s next turn, just to block up, and then maybe play Corrupt Official after that. Well, I mean, now that they ran everything out, I guess that sort of changes things. Well, does it though? I'm really trying to debate if it's better to play 2 Concealed Curtains here or to just play the 1 Corrupt Official. I think I'm just going to play Corrupt Official and gamble. Mostly because I was trying to figure out what we're going to do next turn, and it's more possible that we find another 2-mana thing and we can play that plus Curtains maybe. I mean, because I could always just move the Rabid Battery over to the Phoenix chick and then just attack that way. So it's not like we're going to get to really block here. Not for anything significant. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's not changing. That is nice, but we have to wait a turn. So let's go ahead and get both these out, I guess. Attack for 1. Alright. So Wandering Emperor does matter here. Oh, that's gross. Okay. They found some land, which they obviously needed. They're going to strike us. Nothing wrong with that. Makes sense. We go down to 6. That could potentially be useful. The problem we have here is we can't really afford to... Well, we'll attack for this. The problem is we can't afford to Concealed Curtain and make them discard, because if they draw another burn spell, we'd be in worse shape. But here we're also kind of telegraphing we have a Wandering Emperor, so I don't love this either, but it's kind of all we got, you know? Defiler of Instinct. Okay. Well, their hand's empty, so now we know what's over there. Get this Wandering Emperor off.
I've learned much during my travels.
So gain 2, lose 1. That is fantastic, actually. That is real nice. Now things do change a bit. I think I'm just going to play this outright because we can start gaining life next turn. And I'm just going to +1 this. And if they get something to kill it, then, you know, they do. But this is a way for us to start trying to come back. Alrighty. It does what it's going to do. I mean, Wandering Emperor's already done its gig, so, you know, we're just going to let it die. Destroy this thing. All right. So now we're on a pace where we can start fighting back.
Try not to miss me.
And the last card was a land. Excellent. Oh, that's even better. Okay. So attack with this and this. Play this. Get a creature. Go to 11. All right. Can't quite threaten lethal, but we can attack for 10. All right, we did it. Alrighty, we get to go first. We'll keep it. I think I'm just gonna play Rafine's Tower because, like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play Curtains. Opponent's mulligan twice. I'm gonna play Curtains because here's the thing: if we play Curtains on 1, and then we draw a 2-mana discard creature on 2, we'll already have Curtains in play to be able to activate it on 3. Whereas if we draw another 2-mana thing next turn, we kind of end up getting caught having to make a decision. Okay, well, we didn't find either, so it doesn't really matter. Still don't hate the decision we made. It just sucks that it resulted in nothing, you know? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Blah, gross. All right. I mean, no reason to make it easy on them. We just have to be aware that if we get to a turn where they can reanimate this, but it's not in the graveyard, so we're mostly fine for the time being. Let's go ahead and play this. Go ahead and play that. And I think we attack here. We're still winning the race for a minute. Alright, hopefully nothing good goes to the yard. Nope. Alright. They do get a Hulk. And well, they're 1 creature away from growing the Taxidermist, so we could be facing some real damage. Though, we do have Destroy Evil, but we kind of want to save it, so if they do get one of their big fatties into play, that is something we have to kill. And unfortunately, they now have mana, though that costs a lot more. Okay. Okay. Decisions are trying to be made here. Whoa. You know what? We gamble. No attacks. I mean, because if they kill our Goyf, then we get a Titan. Or if the Goyf kills the Junji, we get a Titan. Now, if they just reanimate their other Titan, then we have to deal with it with Wandering Emperor or something, and we'll figure it out. Like, sometimes that's all you can do. You just look, cross your arms, say, we'll figure it out. I dare you to attack, opponent. Oh, they're actually going to do it? You do have a Titan, right? They do indeed have a Titan. Okay. Maybe they don't know we can get stuff from either graveyard. I am going to put a creature into play because they have much better things than we have. Also good to know that 3 of the Titans are already accounted for. Get a 4/4 and put a shield counter. I am not upset about the current situation. Yeah, we're going to attack with this and this. Kind of debating attacking with this. They double block and we just lose it. It's not like the best thing, but we would kill one of these. Probably end up just killing a farmer, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, alright. I mean, we could also... I guess I could have attacked, because I still have access to the Wandering Emperor. Could give something first strike. That doesn't really suck. Yeah, that's a thing we could have done. Should have thought about that for a second longer. They're just going to throw double on the Titan? Oh man, we might be playing this Wandering Emperor out then, if this is where we're headed. Oh, we're about that life. Alright. Cool, let's kill this guy. Yeah. And we'll just first strike the Titan.
Run away.
And we get a little bit of trample damage in there.
Remember your training.
Yep, that'll do it. Our opponent has one of the most amazing usernames. They are Jiggly Linguini. Like, that is just awesome. Alright, let's keep this. I am going to play Rafine's Tower on 1. I would like to draw one of our 2-mana creatures here on 2, just so we have a blocker when we use Liliana. But that's not going to matter. The deck does not give a damn about our wants and needs, apparently. Alright, what do we got? Nothing. Whoa. Okay. I could conceal curtains here, but I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how much do I care? I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna play with the assumption that this is some type of... Okay, I was gonna say either Selesnya Tokens and they're gonna flash anything, or it's just enchantments of some variety. Which, I don't know. Maybe it is. I have no idea. Wedding announcements. Okay, that's actually could be a real problem. That could be real. We'll just put a land into play, I suppose. And then it's just, do I want Wandering Emperor? Do I want... Man, there's choices here for real. I think... God, am I actually going to discard a Wandering Emperor here to Liliana? That feels gross. But it might be right.
Those who get in my way tend
Because I can use this next turn and get all 3 things, and I don't want to discard this. We're discarding this. Who am I kidding? The only benefit would be if I wanted to keep it to somehow, like, activate this and play this next turn. Which maybe is a thing, but I don't know. We'll see. Vanquish the Horde. Okay, I have no idea what the opponent's playing then. Yeah, the fact that Vanquish the Horde just got flashed in front of us, I don't know what the hell's happening. I have now made decisions with no consideration given to the opponent's actual actions here, because I would have chosen completely wrong every which way. Yep, they get a 3/1 dog, I'm assuming, which would make sense. Okay. So now we do have choices of things we can do here. We can corrupt official. We can do this and make them discard 1. We would have 2 blockers. Then we just discard the official. Still hold on to Wandering Emperor. Or we could do that and hey, yeah, I'm gonna do this. We'll just start at 1. Oh, well then. Yes, we would love to get rid of that. That sounds awesome. I would get rid of a corrupt official.
We all have things we'd rather.
Good news is, we know there's nothing in their hand that really threatens us here. So, and their choices now are either... Oh, they actually got rid of this. Ooh, why? Yeah, Gala Greeters. That makes sense. A little combo action. And they just didn't attack here. Okay. Cool. We can live with that. Not the most ideal of circumstances, but yeah, we can... Considering the alternatives, we are okay with that. What do we want to get here? I guess it has to be a farewell. And just leave us with the Planeswalkers. Oh, we only have 5 mana, though. Gosh, dang it. That is a problem. We could Path of Peril. And we know what's left in their hands, so we're not too worried about it. Yeah. Ooh, actually, if we Path of Peril, we would lose this, but all they would have left is a Jenny Fay. It's a 4/4 Jenny Fay, though. Ooh, but we can make them sacrifice the Jenny Fay. All right. Let's go Path of Peril. And then, do we Path of Peril for just... yeah, we just do it for the minimum. Let's go for it. And then we minus. And then we attack. And I was going to save that to cycle, but we might want to cast something and play Wandering Emperor next turn. Oh, nice. Nice. Love it. We're going to get a Halana on Alana. Because that's boss. Yeah. Juice this. Attack. Yeah, this is great. Replay one of these knuckleheads. Yep, opponent says GG. Good stuff. Okay, let's keep it. Ooh, is this mono blue? Because if so, we need to draw lands. If we don't, this is gonna suck. Actually, if we draw land, this is still kind of bad, to be honest. Like, this hand's pretty terrible. The only way it's not is if we keep drawing, like, Corrupt Officials and Beetles. Otherwise, I think this is going to go very poorly for us. Alright, that at least lets us threaten doing something. I guess the opponent's never going to want to bounce our stuff here either. So that's some benefit, I guess. Alright. This is definitely getting countered, but it's cool. I was gonna say, there was some dark hope that it wouldn't, but in reality, we knew it was coming. I think they have a Fading Hope, but they were debating, like, do they really want to bounce our dude? Because, you know, that's bad. Yeah, we just do this now. Actually, I guess sadly we have to do this first. Mostly because if they try to play something to give it protection, I could blast it with the Destroy Evil. They might just try to Fading Hope it. Slip out the back. Cool. Alright. We did what we could there. Now I gotta find some threats. Something. Anything relevant. Oh, now shields are down. Planeswalker? Maybe? Wandering Emperor? Be great. Come on. Come on, deck. Give us something we could play. Something good. Please. Ugh. Ugh. How brutal. Though, I do have 2 spells in my graveyard. I would have a 2/4 Haughty Djinn. Their hand's not likely to be a creature. So I'm just thinking, like, what would I search for here? Some discard spell? Alright. I mean, maybe it's a spell snare? We might as well just go 1. We have enough life that I'd rather have the information and know at least what we're dodging here. We're trying to play around. Okay, it's a Fading Hope. That's actually fine. We assumed they had a Fading Hope somewhere earlier. When they played the other thing, I thought maybe they didn't when they played the Slip Out the Back, but turns out they actually did still have Fading Hope. Alright, so they have a Slip Out the Back and a Fading Hope. So we're not killing that anytime soon, is basically what they're telling us. But that is fine. I don't mind that. Ooh. We can get a Paragon? Alright. Is that the best thing? Yeah, I think Paragon's the best bet. Especially since we know we can sneak this through right now. I mean, like, they could bounce it. We have to replay it. That's fine. We at least try. Because the opponent's got to play the card sooner or later. Really wish we would have had one more land out, so we could have at least got back the Corrupt Official, but, you know, is what it is. Unfortunately, I'm unable to play any of these. Yep. They don't get to scry, though, so that's good. Now the question is, what is the unknown card? And do we just take your Haughty Djinn here? Our graveyard only has Corrupt Official. The thing I'm concerned about... Well, let's see. We've seen 3 Fading Hopes already, so, I mean... Alright. I mean, I guess we take that. Corrupt Official is probably the right answer here, though. As silly as it seems, it might honestly be the right answer. So, do we try the Paragon? Alright. It probably gets countered? I don't know. Oh, they had an Essence Capture. Oh, that's a thing. Alright. You know what? If we make them use that now, we do open up the possibility of hitting the Wandering Emperor next turn. Well, it's alright. It's too late. I was just thinking, it's something we could have tried. I don't know the likelihood of it getting over, but we'll go to 7. That is interesting. Okay, we'll do this. Alright, I'm going to go for it because I don't know what that last card is, but if it's a counter, it was not.
I'm home.
Alright,
My judgment
we're
is
kind of in business mode. Okay. Slow turnaround, but we're doing it. See, now this is the point where if all they have is counters, we might actually be able to do some things here.
I have got new moves to teach you.
All right. End the turn. I mean, this is a real working clock at this point. Hey, don't draw the 4th Fading Hope now, opponent. That'd be rude. They did! Oh my gosh, they actually drew it. How savage. How grossly savage. Okay, that helps somewhat. If they stop the Liliana, we'll just make a token and exile that guy.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me.
Actually, hold on. I might want to just do this anyway, because if they have another way to protect this or exile it, I'd probably like them to just discard that last card, then they have to choose which Planeswalker to kill.
May your blade strike true.
Alright, let's do that. Because we're kind of dead either way. If they protect it, we just die, because we're only at 9, so... is what it is. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay. Alright. We'll discard a Farewell. I'll gamble.
Don't overthink.
Especially since I have access to these. Oh, it's just an island. Alright. We will play this and kick it, I guess. Get back this thing. And +1 this. Alright.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Not going to use Liliana because I want to play this next turn. Probably gets countered. Could have got away playing the Corrupt Official and slowly just try to empty their hand, but at some point, we got to get off 9 and try to do something else here. Delver makes sense. Ooh, that ain't bad either. Alright, we're going to attack. Try to make you sacrifice your Delver.
I've always hated crowds.
Try to get away with the Paragon. It does work. We'll make you discard a card. Alright, starting to feel pretty good. I don't even know if I'm going to want this. Nah, I'm just going to play it because I'm going to be making them discard their hand pretty consistently from here on out now. Alright.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Sounds good. Let's try and get rid of this guy. All right, opponent says GG. Ooh. All right, we get to go first. Yeah, we'll keep it. Just hope for the best. Again, we need to get an untapped land here. If we don't, this is gonna hurt a whole lot more than it should. Yep, deck, please help. Okay. Not my preferred one, but I will absolutely take it. And I think I'm going to go with Corrupt Official next turn even. Over the Restoration Angel. I mean, Restoration of Aganjo. Restoration Angel. I wish we could play that. I'd definitely be playing it in this list. Actually, I say that. Depends on what we draw here. How I feel about this. Yeah, no blocks. Alright. Okay, that didn't change quite enough. I was just thinking, well, this does allow us to play 2 things next turn. And we might want to Corrupt Official and then get rid of something with Rite of Oblivion. So I'm actually alright with this plan. Might as well attack. We're not blocking. If something like Liliana shows up here, it does make things a little more complicated. Because I'm not sure what I'd want to discard.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. Drop it.
I mean, I guess it has to be the Trespasser. Yeah, I mean, we got to try to get our hands on Junji, I think, here. And we get to put this into play for free. Maybe that was a mistake, because I was thinking about I had to actually cast the Corrupt Official. Nah, it doesn't matter, because then I wouldn't be able to Rite of Oblivion on Liliana. Which I need to. Yeah. Alright, Path of Peril's cool to have as a backup plan, I guess. I guess we're going to submit 0. Because we need this untapped this turn. Make the opponent discard. See what they want to get rid of here. The other Liliana. Well, great. Then I'll get rid of this. Sacking. Cancel. I should attack first. If this is the one I'm going to get rid of. Alright, now I'll get rid of it.
It's not
All right.
fun when they hit back.
And we have 2 Lilianas because the opponent discarded 1, so we already know where 2 of them are. That's really good. Shieldred. Okay, then. It's kind of interesting that they went there with it because they know we have... I mean, I guess we have to play it, though, right? You make us cast it one way or the other. So let's exile that. Sack that. Okay. If we get an untapped land, Paragon into one of these knuckleheads would be great. Actually, Paragon will probably, and then the next turn we get to play Trespasser, so that'd be awesome. I was actually not interested in blocking opponent if you wanted to attack. However, if that's your plan, now that we have a Wandering Emperor, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now what you want to do? So I got to the 4 mana point. I could do either of my other things now. Alright, try to attack. It's successful, it looks like. Okay. Have a kill card? I would love for you to kill that instead of a Paragon, if possible. That'd be great. Could play Junji and steal their Shieldred. That would be cool. I would like that quite a lot. Okay, it was not a Shieldred. Excellent. Here we go. Now we get to start. Alright, opponent takes 4. We'll just run this out here. If you have something, you kill it. If not, we're going to be off to the races. Yeah, that cut down ain't nothing here. Sack this. Sack an enchantment. Sounds great. I will play a land. I will... Yeah, I guess we'll just make them discard. I was just thinking, like, what's in hand, what we could get away with here. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, good hit. Good choice. Good choice. End the turn. Alright. Well, we should have this one pretty well now. I'm actually going to make a Deuter.
I'm not overconfident. Guards, to
We're
me.
going to go ahead and play this. Get rid of one of these. Yep, that'll do it. Yes, we're keeping this. We have 2 early discard Deuters and possibly Liliana at some point in the future. So, I'll take that. Ugh, this is Gruul Aggro, though. This could be tough. We may have to end up using this Path of Peril, sadly. Let's see what's up. What is that? Oh, they're going hardcore werewolves. Okay. I see you, opponent. Man, I really wish we would have drawn a land there. Making them sacrifice a thing would have been sweet. I mean, we're probably double blocking anyway, because our goal is going to be probably to resolve this path if we get lucky. Now, if they play something for 4 here, that is going to suck, but I guess because we don't have the extra land in hand, all we can really do here is just block. And it's going to get exiled, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. Oh, land would have been so good here. Would have wrecked their whole board. Man, what do we do? We just kill naturalists? I mean, I don't know what to do here, honestly, with no land. I guess we pass. Chump block something. I'm just like, if we kill that, we take 4 either way. I'm just gonna do this because I mean, the mana situation could be bad for us. Like, my concern is there just something? Oh, they have something to protect it, obviously. Okay. Well, I guess it's actually not the worst thing then. All right, so we take 7. Maybe they only have something else small to play? I mean, it sucks if there's more Tameo safekeeping, because then this does nothing. But it looks like it might be, actually, y'all. That could suck. All right. So one of them's going to get saved. Probably the 3/3. Oh, no. What? What? How are we in this game, y'all? We should be so dead. We should be dead multiple times over. All right, I'll take it. Hey, we're in this. I was literally about to concede a while ago, but look where we are now. We done come up. All right, exile this and this. I guess I will Liliana. Discard. Okay, cool. Okay. Looks like at least no mana problems this time, so that's good. Of course, I just jinxed myself. I'll probably get to 4 and never get to cast Junji, but yeah, you know. Tough life, tough life. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this. Not the best decision. I will agree. But I kind of want to just run this out here, see what the opponent's up to. All right, there's a Liliana. Well, little do they know that discarding is going to fit perfectly with our plan. All right, so we did get to mana 5 for Junji. Oh, well, there's a make disappear. Maybe we didn't. I spoke too soon. Though if they play Liliana and make a sack a creature, that would be amusing.
Those who get in my way tend to
We each discard?
overthink things.
I will probably discard Junji. Makes me a little sad, but it's probably correct. Ah, boy, are we supposed to kill Liliana here? Or do we care about discarding more things? Because I'm kind of like... Alright. I'm just going to do this.
I'm gonna regret that.
Mostly because at some point, we make them discard enough cards. They're not going to want us to discard anything. Oh, well, they discarded that guy. Well, then that changes stuff then, doesn't it? And they get to draw a card. I guess we will be making them discard a thing. Or, we'll discard, and then we have to Rite of Oblivion something. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That doesn't really help us.
Fine.
All right.
When I'm not wanted.
We're kind of in bad shape here. We didn't really draw anything to support any of our causes. No blocks. I'm assuming they're not playing this because they have counter magic they want to get off. Or at least a kill spell of some sort. So they lose what? A kill spell. No attacks. Alright, it's an underdog. All right, let's jump here. Don't know what I'm really hoping to draw here that's going to get us out of trouble, but we need something. Wandering Emperor? I don't even know if that really helps here. It really doesn't. Yeah, I have to assume we're dead, right? Yeah, I feel like not getting rid of Liliana that one turn I could have probably backfired on us in hindsight. Okay. I think this is just going to be a loss for us because this doesn't do anything right now. It's kind of pointless unless they play like Shieldred. Yeah, just kind of is what it is. I mean, if we get lucky and they play Shieldred, then like maybe. But otherwise, I can't see us getting away with anything here. Okay, they did play a Shieldred. I got my stop set. I'm going to take 3. I'm going to kill Shieldred. Or at least try to. Okay, they didn't bounce it or anything like that. Okay. That's something. We can at least try to resolve this. Do we get spell snared? Ah, spell pierce. I don't know why I keep calling it spell snare, but it was a spell pierce. Well, lack of mana got us in this one, y'all. Ah, well. Nothing we were going to be able to do about that one. I think the opponent's got this. Yep. We'll block. Not sure what I'm hoping to draw here now, though. Because a farewell isn't going to do anything. I mean, you're interesting, but I don't think you help us. Because I mean, you got 4 cards. If those aren't removal, I mean, they're either counters or something else. I don't know. Corpse Appraiser. Okay, maybe they're going digging for a card. That's pretty good, because that's definitely what I was going to try to go get. Yeah, now the best we can do is go get, like, Corrupt Official or, like, Virus Beetle. Depends on what we draw, though. Because if we draw a 2-mana thing, then maybe we go get the Restoration. Underdog. Yeah, that makes sense. You can just try to kill us next turn. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Man, I kind of want to play Restoration here, but we can't. All right. This gets us a life and removes an underdog. So that solves part of our problems. And vote. Sure. And then we're dead? Nah, we go to 3. Oh, we go to 4. Alright. Not the end of the world. Still not good, though. Ah, another angel. That doesn't help us. Am I supposed to just attack with Trespasser? See if they block. If they don't, then the best we do, we would go to 8 when it attacks. We could replay a Virus Beetle, make them discard. Have 2 blockers. If they do block, I mean, I guess that's what we got to do. Boy, this is tough. Is Shieldred like the best thing to get? I guess so. All right. We can't do that. We got to do this. I think it still ends up with us dying, though. Maybe not attacking was the best play. We are only at 8, though. So there's a lot of ways this could go badly for us.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Sacrifice this?
Sacrifices must be made.
Just so I have blockers? Fable? Alright. Yep, that makes sense. That's what I would do. Putting me at 5 is definitely in death range. Alright. This is kind of sweet, actually. Huh. As much as I want to get a Trespasser, this is no slouch when we could actually block and kill some things. Get Trespasser, we get to gain 1, so we go to 8. I'm just thinking if they have another Invoke Despair, I sack a creature, take 4, go to 3, and then those would kill us. So yeah, we kind of have to do this. And oh, it puts it in our hand, not into play. Oh no. Oh well. That's a mistake on my part. We still didn't draw land though, which would have helped us out. Yeah, you probably found something with those extra discards. We are not in great shape. But if those aren't kill spells, I mean, we're still playing Magic. Alright, I'm discarding this. Oh, no. They had another underdog. Crap. What were the odds? Well, damn. If we block, go to 9, go to 3. I can cast this. I can play this out of the graveyard. They might kill our Paragon here, too. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. Yeah. I guess this is how we want to block. Hopefully we're not dead. Okay, Fable, we're not dead. We're not dead. All right. Okay. These are possible things. So get rid of Liliana. If they choose to let Liliana die. I mean, either way, we're getting 2 life, and that's the important thing here. When we play this, we get rid of 1 underdog. Do this, cost them a card. So now they only have the 1 card that they can actually discard and draw with. And we now actually are representing lethal with this. Depending on what they do. Alright, they went digging. If they do make a sacrifice, we're sacking the missionary for sure. If they play this, they're going to risk 2 life. So they're going to need whatever card they get to be bombastic. Not going to lie, I'm getting a little excited. We might have just done it. I don't know how, but maybe. Yeah, we sack a creature. We're sacking this bad boy.
One of your friends has to leave.
Oh, and they didn't even get killer thing. That's it, right? Oh, no, it's not it. It's not it. So we don't have anything in the yard we can get back, so everything's in play. But we could... That's 4. That would leave us 3. So we could sack this, get rid of this, attack with both of these. That's going to drain the opponent for 2. So they're at 5. Yeah, I guess we just do that then. Target this. Sack this. And then we go to attacks with this. I'm just trying to think if we're at 7, 8, can we die? I think we could. So let's just go with this. Matter of fact, I might actually play Restoration of Iganjo, so there's nothing crazy that happens if they draw another Invoke Despair. Alright, opponent has to block. I think that is the play I'm going to go with here. Because we have lethal a couple different ways now. Alright, Sorin. Okay, no longer lethal.
No cost is too great. Will not keep you savage. You fight for
Sure, that can just come into play. We will... Sure, Virus Beetle come into play. Do we attack? We just attack the opponent, because then they have to block. They could double block, kill this. Yeah, we don't mind. That's fine. What's funny is I probably could have won here had I not actually played an extra spell last turn. Because it ended up not being all that necessary. Okay. So then we don't play anything here? Alright. So now we attack. We're draining them for 2 that they'll gain from this attack here. So they can attack for 2, leave 2 to block. Which is probably... Oh, actually they can gain 4 here, actually. So that makes sense. So now... What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? If we attack with both, opponent goes to 1. They double block the Paragon. They go to 5. But then Glutton kills them. Well, Glutton and Beetle, because you would double block. So yeah, we attack. That and this. So they can't afford to double block. They have to split their blocks here to stay alive.
I bring my own army.
Like, you kind of have to. Yeah, I was going to say, we've thought about this part. And then we just get to replay the Glutton. So, yeah, if they double block Glutton, they go to 5. They take 4. And then we just replay the Glutton. Yep. Oh, no. He gets exiled from this ability. I totally forgot. Alright, well, we'll just play this then. That was my stupid mistake. I forgot I'd put it into play from that. I thought it was one that I'd actually cast. But I was wrong. Alright, Bankbuster lets them draw a card. And if it's a creature they can copy, they're still in this. If it's a flyer. It's not a flyer. Now they only have 1 mana, that's it. Ooh, that was a tough one. Alright, that was actually really surprisingly good. I thought we were going to lose more. There were multiple games I even thought we were going to lose in the middle of, and somehow we just slowly turned it around and won. I'm stunned. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm shook right now, y'all. Just shook for real, because like this should not have been that good. Like it really, I feel like it overperformed a little bit. I like whatever you think of the deck, knock like a couple of percentage points off, because I feel like we got a little bit lucky, but I don't know. A couple of those we started really bad and came back later, so maybe it's good. We won the mono blue game, which I didn't think, I thought we could, but I thought it was gonna be more difficult than that, so that one surprised me a little bit as well. Now I will say this, I did have 2 losses off camera. I didn't include them because one, I just got stuck on mana, and then another one ended up being kind of long and I just didn't want to include it, but I wanted to make room for other stuff. So just so you know, it wasn't like it just ran through undefeated or anything like that, but just for clarity's sake is the main reason I'm mentioning it. But overall, yeah, if you want to play discard, this deck's actually pretty cool. You do have to make some kind of odd plays and be a little patient, but yeah, it's good. I don't know what to say. It played very well. So if you're looking for discard, go for it. Like this is weird. I want to tentatively say go for it, but yeah, the other thing that's cool is most of the cards in here you're going to use in another deck anyway, so it's not like it hurts you to craft a lot of these, which is kind of nice. So yeah, the only thing honestly, when we get to the final list, I'm probably going to find a way to add a couple of Shieldred, and I'm sorry, but I think I should, honestly. But that's it. No other real changes. I think I'm going to leave it as is for the most part. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Gerard's Verdict. Mostly because this card's actually pretty crazy. It's only 2 mana. Make your opponent discard 2 cards, and then there's a random shot. You're going to get some extra life off of it. Seems pretty damn good. The type of card that would be nuts. Like, even though this is kind of an interesting card, right? Because you look at power creep. A lot of time the power creep in Magic has actually happened with creatures, not so much with spells. Because back in the day, the spells were the powerful cards, and over time, we made creatures better. So it's kind of actually interesting to have this type of card around. And it actually doesn't even get played that much in practically any format. Now, the cool part about it is, it's actually not really bulk either, being an uncommon. It actually goes for about 30 to 35 cents, which, I mean, yeah, you're like, it's not much, but you know, when you go through old collections, a lot of time there's uncommons in there, and this is another way to make a little extra scratch. Now, you may have liked today's video, but maybe if you want something for the change of pace and you want to just go straight for the throat, check out this mono red deck we played using the new Defiler, because it was actually really good and really fast. Well, that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.